Have you ever wanted a Leatherman signal, but it was far too expensive? I think I found the perfect option for the budget signal group. And this is the Roxon Flash, and we will review this tonight. Now, this was released several years ago on Indigo, and it just arrived on Amazon, so it is a 2023 release on Amazon. This comes in at 8.3 ounces, and right away, one of the three main things it has going for it is price. It comes in at $30, which for this tool, I believe, is a steal. So that is definitely a great price, and definitely I think this is worth it. So right away, we have spring-loaded pliers, we have replaceable wire cutters, and we have some very nice pliers as well. Now, in my package, I got these replaceable wire cutters and then the wrench and the screws as well as a pouch. Not as excited about the pouch, but the replaceable wire cutters are definitely a big bonus. Now, we have also a very nice pocket clip. So the Roxon Phantom. One of the things, even though it is pretty chunky, I do sort of wish it had a pocket clip, but this one does. So I'm a big fan of that as well. Now you will notice on the inside, there are no inside tools. Everything is outside opening. So, and then the second thing that the Roxon Flash has going for it is the surfaces feel pretty smooth. So you don't have a bunch of sharp edges and contours. You have this ruler right here. And I feel like a lot of this is just, it's more comfortable to use in the hand than some other pliers. When you open it up, it's got these nice rolled edges. And so it feels a lot more comfortable. And it feels like a pretty sturdy tool. Now on this side, one of the really neat things about this is you can extend this for a one-hand opening. So you just extend that out, use that push button, and then you are able to use access all these tools very easily. These lock into place, and then you go ahead and you are able to unlock these as well. And there we go. We just push the button down. So you're able to extend them, and then once they're in place, you push the button down. So you can, yes, so you could extend them like this, push the button down, and yes, it is one-handed operation. So you've got the awl, you have the Phillips screwdriver, you have the combo can opener, bottle opener, and I guess you could use as a screwdriver on top perhaps. And then again, you can lock all those tools. Now, one of the questions that always comes up is, can you use a bit kit with this? Well, the answer is no, and the answer is yes. So technically, it doesn't come with anything. The Phillips screwdriver is just a tiny bit too thick. I'm not sure why it wasn't ground down, but it is a tiny bit too thick to be able to use with the 1/4 inch adapters that are normal. But if you don't mind ruining your awl, you can sort of fit it on there and then it will work on the awl. It's not supposed to, and it will probably mar it and ding it up some, but you can do that in a pinch. All right, so again, let's go ahead, unlock these tools, and let's go over to the other side. And I'm right-handed, so this will be a lot easier on this side. So this is the knife. So that looks like a pretty beefy knife. That's pretty neat. It's got the lock right here. So again, just very smooth as well. Very smooth opening. So I like that as well. Now I did notice it's not perfect right here, but probably not too many multi-tools are. So that is one thing to keep in mind. And then you do have the saw, the wood saw as well. And again, that is one hand opening as well. So I think that's another definite plus for this. All the tools are outside, and all of them are, you just use one hand to open them, with the exception perhaps of this specialized tool on this side. Now, I'm sure, there we go. So you can actually use it just with this hand as well, but sometimes it does get pretty tight in there. and or hard to loosen from the tool frame. And this will be your flint and your whistle. Now, one of the things I read in the comments was some people have broken this because they did not realize that there is a flint rod inside. So there's your flint rod right there. And let's see, can you? Oh, you can. So you can screw this into the back of the whistle so you have somewhere to hold on to. That's pretty neat. I really like that. And then you can screw it in like so. And then the whistle is loud. I'm not going to blow it on the camera. It just would ruin some people's nights. So you can go ahead and put this back in, and then it snaps into place very firmly. So this is one of the most secure lockups that I've seen. So on the other Roxon, the flash, so this is the flash on the spark rather. So on the Roxon Spark, it's just sort of on the end of the pliers, and on the Byberry, I guess it does almost seem a little loose at times, but this one actually seems one of the most sturdiest of the more budget versions. So there it tells you how you pull, and then the ferro rod. So keep that in mind. So this is a really unique tool. I'm so glad they re-released this. I have seen this on Indigo, and I had been very frustrated that it was not easily available to the US market because it seemed like such a great tool, and now it is. So I definitely think this has now surpassed perhaps the Spark, but the Spark is a great tool. So later on, we'll have to do a video comparing it with the Byberry and the Signal, all four of these. But I definitely think this is a great tool. Comes in right around that 4-inch mark, just like the Leatherman Wave. As far as the width, Roxons are usually a little chunkier in their dimensions, so it will be about 1.5 inches wide, a little bit over, but it's 8.3 ounces, so it comes in just a hair under the Leatherman Wave weight, but definitely will be heavier than the Leatherman Signal. This is the box that tells its functions, so you can tell that it says wire cutters for the hard and soft material. You've got the needle nose, the regular pliers, the ferro rod, the whistle, the ruler, the reamer, Phillips bottle opener, pry bar for cans, it says. I guess that's your bottle opener. Can opener, flat screwdriver, and the saw and the knife. And this right here is the material. It is 5CR 15 MOV for 40A 420J1. And it has a whole bunch of other things right there. But it does seem like a really good option for $30. So pretty impressed with that. Pretty glad to add this. And Roxon has some other pretty exciting things now available that I will be talking about later as well. All right, we'll see you in the next one.